This is The Launch, episode 41 for November 11th, 2025. Streaming from the beautiful Pacific Northwest and the mighty American West Coast, we greet you all a good morning, a good evening, or whenever your timeline may fall. Time-appropriate greetings, indeed, to one and all. This is The Launch, and my name is Chris.
And I'm Angela.
Hello, Andrews. Big show coming up. A lot to get into. A few things everyone should probably know about. You can call this show live when you're listening on a Tuesday, or you can leave us a voicemail after the fact. Either way, that phone number, 774-462-5667. That's 774-462-5667. We are live 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. UTC at jblive.tv or in your podcasting Toronto app of choice. Then we release Wednesday morning for your downloads when I remember to actually publish it. The Mumble Room opens up usually about a half hour before we start. And of course, our Launch HQ chat room goes all freaking week long. And also, we wanted to say, I hope you had a happy Veterans Day to all the vets out there in the audience. We appreciate you. Thank you very, very much for your service. We are recording today on Veterans Day. But as you're listening as this, it'll be the day after. What's the name? Mm-hmm. What is there a term for the day after a holiday? You know?
A work day?
Yeah, right. Seriously. Well, Andrews, we had an idea for the show. What if we held a little impromptu AMA?
Yes.
So ask us anything. You've got a question for Andrews or a question for me or about the show. Mm-hmm. This would be your chance to boost in, or you could leave us a voicemail.
Yep.
And ask, is there anything off topic?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I can.
We'll find out.
I can talk. Yeah, exactly. We won't know until it comes in. But one thing that I really like is when the boosts come in, they answer one of our questions, but then ask us a question. Yeah. That's always fun. And then it can be opened up to the rest of the audience.
Gets the ball rolling. Yeah. All right, boost it in. Let us know or leave us a voicemail. It's AMA time, which we've never really done before. Yep. We'll see if it works. All right, I have a bit of a sad. I totally understand and can totally appreciate why this trend is happening, but it is officially a trend now. Dumb homes are selling better than smart homes. Axios writes, the return of analog hobbies and spaces is about more than nostalgia for pre-internet times, according to researchers. A home where technology is always in the background, working and listening, feels anxiety-producing, the researchers say, instead of restorative, like people want from a home. Also, rising costs of smart devices, new advances that always make the old systems obsolete, and troubleshooting have caused homeowners headaches in the past. And this trend is getting some momentum in sales and both in coverage by the mainstream media.
We are back this morning on Today's Consumer, a new trend that is reminding us of simpler, dumber times.
That's right. Long before cloning pets, the popularity of things like Wi-Fi-enabled devices and light bulbs may be dimming, with a new report suggesting people are actually looking for more ways to make their smart homes a little dumber.
Yeah, NBC's Morgan Chesky has more on this return to analog. Hey, Morgan.
Yeah, finally, guys, and this one hitting a little close to home here, because if you've ever found yourself getting frustrated when those smart home devices that are supposed to make your life easier crash, well, rest assured you are definitely not alone. Now, a new home trend from real estate giant Zillow suggests that being smarter isn't always better.
Uh-oh.
From doorbells to lights. And yes, even toasters.
The best thing since sliced bread? Now toast it.
Our homes have supposedly become smarter than ever.
Alexa, start my day.
But it's when those devices decide not to work or are simply overly complicated that many find high-tech leaves them high and dry.
Alexa!
Oh my gosh.
Now, a new trend report from Zillow suggests dwellings are undergoing a digital detox in favor of dumb homes.
I don't want a smart house.
The company says listings mentioning more intimate spaces like reading nooks are appearing 48% more often, which the company says reflects the growing demand for unplugged relaxation at home.
People are apt out.
Realtors like Julie Provenzano in Dallas are taking note.
So in some cases, a home can almost become too smart.
A home can become too smart.
All right, so I hate to see this happening, and I totally get it because these products suck. They often require a subscription, and then the vendor drops them. Mm-hmm. They're frequently spying on you, and the smart functionality usually costs more too. But when done with open standards, so one of the things that I think we have to somehow get in the consumer mind space is there's commercial solutions that are vendor-backed, and then there are open foundation solutions. So the Open Home Foundation, which was created by the Home Assistant people, is designed to create an ecosystem of devices and software that is offline first, privacy first, and follows standards. And so when you build something into a home, you need to follow building standards. When you build an add-on, you have to follow certain standards. And when you install technology, you need to follow certain standards. And people need to think about it in the same kind of context. It's not complicated. It's not harder. They already do it for their home. It's already part of responsible home ownership. They just have to shift context around technology. And things like the Open Home Foundation are doing that. And this is me personally, and it's everybody's different design, but generally, if the family has to interact with the smart technology, then I haven't set it up correctly. Like the kids, at most, push a button to change the lighting situation, right? They're never going to the system to adjust temperature or adjust when the lighting comes on, right? Because all of that has been either automated or refined and then designed around interaction. If you have to interact with it, then that's a design interaction failure on my part. Now, not everything is like that. And obviously, I have overrides, but and then all of it is built on technology that I am comfortable enough with actually installing into my walls because I know it's going to last for a minimum of 10 years. And it's an open product from an open source project. And it's just people have to think about it like this. They're going into Best Buy, and everything on the shelf in Best Buy is connected with some sort of large brand's cloud service. And you don't want that. And I don't know how to get this out there because life, when you get this right, is better.
Right.
Your peace of mind is better, all of that.
I was going to equate it to, for the longest time, I stuck with cars with basic features, right? While you had a bunch of features.
Yeah.
And then I got an Acura with a bunch of features, and I was like, oh my gosh, how can I ever go back, right? I could understand questioning, is this the right thing to stay with?
Right.
It took forever for me to get a Apple Home, right? But I finally did. And I'm still, I think it's only been a year since I got Ring. But it's super helpful.
Yeah. Right.
I like it. I enjoy these things.
And it's peace of mind, like when you're not there. You can check in on stuff.
Yeah. I don't have nearly as much home automation as you do.
Yeah, it's because, for me it was all part of the show stuff and what I'm just particularly interested in. But and two, it's like if I'm installing something that's turning on and off my water pump, I don't want that to be a Samsung-owned device or something.
Right.
It's just crazy. And there is a way. That it's not like what I'm saying is impossible. This ecosystem exists today. It is already possible today. It's just consumers don't know any better, and they get funneled. The same thing used to happen in PCs early on. It's not these days. You go into a Best Buy or whatever. Pretty good chances you spend $900, you're going to get a good computer. Not maybe great. Maybe they scammed you on something. But it's decent, right? That wasn't the case back in the day. Back in the day, there were some real shit boxes, and they would scam consumers all the time. And you would go in, I want a gaming PC, and you'd spend $900 and wouldn't even have a dedicated video card.
Look at Nemo's comment, or Nemo, I don't know how you would say that.
Finding Nemo?
Yeah, okay.
My 4-year-old is starting to believe me that the house isn't magic. As fun as it was to say abracadabra, and then never have her stare in awe as the lights turn on. I know, right? Oh, I did also enjoy that moment. However, so what's fun now is on the holidays, I let each one of the kids pick different colors for the different rooms. So for Halloween, I let each kid pick the color for different lights to set a Halloween theme. And then for Christmas, I'll do it again. And they love that. It's a simple thing, and because most of the year it's just a warm light, and I don't change the colors.
Yeah.
So then when they do change the colors, it's like a special occasion, and I just hate to see it sliding this way, and it's interesting to see it in some of the home sales actually show up.
Is it just anti-AI propaganda?
I think it's I think it's maybe another way to put it is like big tech fatigue. I think maybe tracking fatigue and all of this. And like when it's too much to parse through and you don't know what's legit and what's not, it's like, well, then I'm just going to default to none of it. I can flip a light switch. Because that's what I think a lot, when you talk about a smart home, a lot of people, well, I could get up and flip a switch. And that's what they think about. They don't, because they've never used it, so they don't appreciate the broader context. And so when you're thinking about it in that context, well, then what's the big deal if I go in and I buy this random, TP-Link switch at Best Buy? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? Yeah, so what, I got to buy their proprietary hub. What's the big deal? So what? I know. Let me know what you think. Are you a dumb home-only person? If you are, did you try the smart home stuff first and then it just went totally bad? It went sideways on you? Also, I wouldn't mind hearing some smart home wins, but I kind of would be interested in hearing from folks that had some losses or specifically don't want a smart home.
My watch, a lot of times if my hands are busy or dirty or whatever, I use my nose to tap my watch to wake it up, right?
Yeah.
Because I turned off Raise to Wake because it drains the battery.
Adia does that when her hands are full. When she's got bags and stuff, she'll be boop.
So every time that I do that now, it activates Siri.
Oh, you don't want that.
No.
You might be able to disable that somewhere.
I know. I need to figure
it
it out. It's so annoying. So that's failing me for sure.
All right. Well, this next segment, I wish it wasn't a thing.
Chris was right. Who could have seen it coming? Next time, just ask Chris first.
Well, who could have seen this one coming? There's a lot of drama flocking to these flock cameras, and I mean a lot, all over the nation. It's the hot new trend. And I want to back up a little bit just to recap for listeners who maybe are not coming in hot to a topic that I've been following both in the main show and in the bootleg. A little recap. Aurora Police in Colorado are going to show us how helpful the flock cameras are. And a big part of this is selling you on the safety of it. These flock cameras are solving crime. And so, of course, the solution is to go behind the scenes and let them tell you all the propaganda straight to the camera.
Fox 31 and Channel 2 sat down exclusively with the chief of Aurora Police to talk about the new flock technology making major headlines recently in the metro area.
Yeah, all new here at 5 Fox 31's Nicole Fierro live with the latest on how it works and how well it's working in Aurora. Nicole.
Yeah, we talked about it, then we got to see it in action with the first look at the real-time information center that's right here. The two go hand in hand.
Sounds expensive.
So that alert that you just heard was actually a flock alert.
In the real-time information center, technician Dylan shows us what happens when a hit comes in on flock technology that sends a picture of a license plate car and a map of the area it's seen in.
It has an associated felony warrant. So I go on our traffic cameras to show the location. It's going to be that vehicle right there. And I just had another flock hit.
So they got a group of quasi-cops sitting in a room with a bunch of big screens and a bunch of computers at prop-up tables, and they're just receiving push notifications from the flock system. Like, their computers are not doing the analysis. The flock system's doing the analysis and then sending these cops that sit there all day notifications of where these people are that they're looking for.
Alert to the hits where there's crime involved. They alert to a hit where somebody has taken your property and is now driving it around and most likely going to use it to victimize somebody else.
Oh, so not only is he stealing your car, but then he's going to victimize somebody else with your stolen car, and they're stopping that.
So it's not about a mass thing of surveillance on everybody.
What Aurora's police chief Todd Chamberlain explains, Dylan shows, confirming the hit on a live traffic feed to direct police patrolling in the field.
And then what I can also do is, in relation to the flock alert, use other law enforcement databases to get either DMV photo or other dossier.
Oh, handy. So not only does he have access to all the flock data and everywhere you've been and when you've been there, but then he can also cross-search that across other government databases to get your ID photo or, maybe your TSA information.
Of said party. So that way we don't, we're doing all of our checks before we have officers contact the vehicle.
Chamberlain says they have about 100 of these flock systems in Aurora right now. They've had license plate readers in the city for...
All right, so there's sort of the pro for it case is they're helping cops solve crime and they can sit there at a desk and do it. And as you know, we've talked about it before, Flock recently partnered with Ring cameras, which you can go in and opt in or out of in the app. But it raises concerns about long-term where this data that Flock is collecting goes.
everyone. My name is Bobby Nichols. I'm a Tempe resident of 25 years.
Bobby Nichols stands before the Tempe City Council, hoping to call attention to the city's numerous flock cameras, a system intended to capture a vehicle's fingerprint and share the information in the name of solving crimes.
This is a clear abuse of our sensitive and personally identifying information.
Nichols, now a candidate for city council, says the cameras that are in nearly every state are used by thousands of police departments and businesses.
They capture every single car that passes by. They capture information about the make and model of the car, the license plate, who's driving the car, age, name, race, information like that, down to bumper stickers.
Flock has recently partnered with Ring doorbell cameras, adding even more information to their database. He says to sell and use to train their future AI models. Flock says it does not sell data without consent from the customer.
But who's the customer, Ange?
Right.
Who's the customer?
But when the customer is police departments or businesses, it's not clear where your personal information will end up.
Flock can record different meetings that people go to, medical or religious institutions, and can build out basically an individual schedule based on tracking where their vehicle goes.
So this is becoming an issue everywhere. And I found a story that I wanted to tell you about all week. But I held it.
And now's the time.
Because it's so dystopian and it's so...
Is it?
Oh, it's just everything I've been warning about.
Okay.
And so this comes from a channel that I will have linked in the show notes if you go to weeklylaunch.rocks. This is the Civil Rights Lawyer channel. And I'm going to just play a couple of moments from his video because he was a lawyer involved with this case, so he has access to some of the raw footage.
Hi there, how are you? Good, how are you? I'm good. You know why I'm here?
No.
So this is on a citizen's Ring camera, and a police officer has shown up at her house.
There was a theft of a package from on Tuesday.
When police, using their dystopian Flock surveillance system, saw a green Rivian truck driving down the same street in the same town 20 times over the course of a month, they became suspicious.
You know we have cameras in that town and you can't get a breath of fresh air in or out of that place without us knowing, correct?
You know we have cameras in that town and you can't get a breath of fresh air without us knowing it. How creepy is that?
You know we have cameras in that town and you can't get a breath of fresh air in or out of that place without us knowing, correct?
And listen how he boasts about it.
Yeah.
Like the arrogant power that he feels filled with.
Okay. You've been driven through, 20 times this month? Oh. You're going to stand by, you don't know why.
Yeah, it's number one reason why she's the suspect is because they'll get into it, but something was stolen, and so, she's been driving through there a lot.
I know.
And what made it even more suspicious was that the driver of that Rivian truck was a woman with blonde hair. Shocking, I know. So when a $25 package went missing from a porch in that neighborhood that the blonde bandit was driving her $70,000 truck through on a daily basis, it obviously must have been her, am I right?
Yeah, why it just doesn't make why would she even be stealing a $25 package? Like she owns a $75,000 Rivian.
I have you on camera.
Okay.
You taking a package and walking away. Is there any reason why you would have done that?
Nope.
At that point, the government did what any good dystopian government agency would do. They sent a rude, bald member of their goon squad to the woman's front door to lie to her, to gaslight her, and to threaten her.
Since you're just going to deny, I'm going to issue you a summons that you'll be showing up in court in Jefferson County.
Well, can I see this video?
If you go to court, you can. If you're going to deny it, I'm not going to extend you any courtesy.
What?
You're going to lie to me.
On September 22nd.
How crazy is this? The rest of the videos
bring your lawyers to court because that's ridiculous.
So she ends up getting a summons to go to court. And here's the conclusion after all of this is she gets out of it, but only because she had her own plethora of cameras and the place she was at the time had their own cameras. And so the takeaway from the story is camera up, everybody.
Right, yeah.
A Denver woman says that she was wrongfully accused of theft after police tracked her car using Flock cameras.
Now, the camera system has been a point of controversy over privacy concerns, but it's been a praised tool by police who've used it successfully to track down suspects and make arrests.
But after the system was used to accuse her of a crime, one woman is warning everyone to have cameras of their own. Fox 31's Anna Kuhn sat down with her and has her story tonight.
Yeah.
Anna?
Hey guys, well, the Columbine Valley Police Chief has since voided the court summons against this woman, but she says she never should have been accused in the first place. She says her car was never at the address where that package was stolen.
You know we have cameras in that town and you can't get a breath of fresh air in or out of that place without us knowing, correct?
On September 27th, the Columbine Valley police officer came to Chrisanna Elser's door and issued her a summons to appear in court, accusing her of stealing a $25 package in the town of Bomar. The officer said he had doorbell video of the theft and had tracked her car in the area using flock cameras.
Well, not by license plate, obviously.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Like how?
I guess they didn't have the plate. They just had the car.
The description,
And the
yeah.
fact that she had driven through 20 times over the last few weeks.
Insane.
There is zero doubt. I wouldn't have come here unless I was 100% sure.
Zero doubt. She even offers to show her own footage to him, and he refuses because he's so sure.
No, and you could hear it in the way she's like, fine. You know, she's like, because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell the way she was responding
It's a huge
that
waste
it was,
of her time.
Oh my gosh.
It's massively offensive.
$25 package. The Amazon probably already replaced.
The only problem with this case, she wasn't there, and she had the evidence to prove it. Dash camera video from her car, a log of her location from Google Maps, and...
So she had cameras on her vehicle. She had Google Maps tracking her everywhere and Google recording her history, and the place she went to had a camera. So because every move and every step and every mile she drove was recorded, she's out of this. Which, so this is, if she didn't do all of that.
Yeah, right? How would she even?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dash camera video from her car, a log of her location from Google Maps, and doorbell video of her walking into her tailor's house when the package was stolen.
He just kept telling me that any evidence I had wasn't worth it.
Because you have not been honest with me, so I'm not going to extend you any courtesy of showing you a video when I don't need.
But I can show you videos.
No, you cannot.
After a few weeks, Elser was able to get in touch with the police chief, who wrote her in an email, quote, "After reviewing evidence you have provided, nicely done, by the way, we have voided the summons that was issued." But Elser says she shouldn't have needed to prove her innocence and worries flock cameras can paint a picture police will rely too heavily on.
Oh, you think?
Mm-hmm.
For $25
Yeah,
package.
that's gross.
Isn't that wild? I'll have the story linked in the show notes if you want to see the entire one. And so that went down just a few weeks ago. And then a week or two after that, now this is in the Colorado area, just outside of Denver. Just a week or two after that, the Denver mayor extends their flock camera contract, and he did it by bypassing the city council.
The battle between privacy and policing is on full display in Denver today, as Mayor Mike Johnston extended the city's flock license plate reader cameras without city council's approval.
What?
This has been a hot button issue for, as we've heard from Denver neighborhoods for several months now. Just this summer, dozens of residents took their concerns to the city after city council decided not to renew Flock's contract, but the city kept the cameras rolling. We were there as they pushed for rules and regulation moving forward when it comes to who can access the cameras.
One camera scan can lead to a traffic stop. That traffic stop can lead to ICE custody, family separation, deportation, and detention.
No government should be surveilling its people, should be monitoring its people, and should be seeking to control its people.
Well, I mean, but when you outsource it, it's fine, right? And here in Washington, it's stirring up quite a bit of controversy, too. In fact, right in my neck of the woods, a very savvy, I wish I would have thought of this, tattoo artist in our local area decided to try to get access to some of these records using Freedom of Information request and sparked a massive controversy in a little tiny town that's just really known for working people that are working inside some little manufacturing stuff and a little defense stuff up in the Cedar-Woolley area.
A court ruling today raises new concerns about the cameras that dozens of Washington police departments use to catch criminals. Glad you're with us at 6:30. I'm Greg Copeland.
I'm Joyce Taylor. King 5 was the only TV news crew in the courtroom.
Isn't that interesting?
Really?
Isn't that interesting?
Are we sure?
Well, and you notice the last clip said that too. Why are they only letting one media outlet in? It sounds like they're only letting one media. Why?
For today's hearing, as our investigator Chris Ingalls reports, the Skagit County case has implications statewide.
Here in Cedar-Woolley, where cowboys, loggers, and railroad barons built this historic town, new technology has been helping catch criminals.
I have to say, my heart sank when I saw these go in Cedar-Woolley, because you just think of it as this little podunk, nobody really goes to Cedar Woolley unless you live there and you're working there. And it was just really strange to see these go up. It was sad. It's also part of the Cascade Loop, which is a very, very
common
popular
route.
Tourist route in the summer. So all the tourists that are driving on this are going to get snapped now.
A half dozen or so Flock brand cameras are mounted along the busiest streets. These cameras can keep an eye out for stolen cars or vehicles that suspects use to commit their crimes. But
they always go to that.
Mm-hmm.
That's always the lead. They're great for solving crimes.
But earlier this year, Cedar Woolley shut all its cameras down and asked a judge to settle a case involving a public records request.
You're a tattoo artist.
Yes.
Who files public records requests.
Yeah, on my free time, yeah.
Jose, would have been
As
great.
if they couldn't, or like, or
Yeah,
anybody,
wouldn't it be great if King
can.
5 did that? Wouldn't it be great if King 5 did that? In fact, listen to the way, so you know what they're doing here. Listen to the way he sets up the framing of this entire interview. It's like he never thought of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Jose Rodriguez, who works in Walla Walla, is an ordinary citizen. He filed requests asking for images from Flock cameras with dozens of police agencies. Many complied, and his records, some of which are shown here, reveal that Flock cameras are shooting images all the time of passing cars and passengers.
No crap.
Yeah.
King 5.
You were worried about abuse of this system.
What?
I felt like that's, I don't know, violating all my privacy, everyone's privacy, regardless if you are obeying the law or not. It's not like a traffic light camera that takes pictures of only people that are breaking the law by speeding or whatever. It's taking pictures of every single vehicle that passes by.
He calls it surveillance by Big Brother. Cedar Woolley,
he calls it,
denied his records request and
all rise, please.
Took Rodriguez to civil court.
They sued him.
What?
If I had tried to do this for the podcast, we would be in court right now.
For a Freedom of Information Act request?
Well, because this is the thing, is they are all hyper concerned about losing this fantastic tool.
This is crazy.
And and that's why the media always positions it as this thing that helps the police solve crime. And every time state or city officials talk about it, they glaze it as this incredible safety tool that has no privacy downsides because you can trust them. They're here to serve and protect, and they would never abuse or use this data in any way. And there would never be a gal that has a cop show up and bully her for a half hour because they misunderstood the data or misused it. That could never happen because they're the guardians of our safety, and they're the ones that have access.
This is a fairly specific issue regarding a very valuable and effective law enforcement tool.
A very valuable and effective law enforcement tool. I mean, this is how they talk about it. And so this is this, and so they come in. So this guy's like, yeah, I want a freedom of information request. And then they come at him with a lawsuit, and the energy they come into it is like, you are threatening an absolutely vital safety tool of the public. How could you? Like, this is their counterattack. And I find it obviously very offensive and infuriating. It's such
what was
gaslighting
the
manipulation.
For countersuing? Like what?
Well, you see, this could threaten their access to this extremely valuable tool because, well, it turns out the information here is extremely private. It is in fact identifying, and so they can't just give it to anybody.
Huh.
That's for the reason.
I just don't. That's not a lawsuit.
And I know, and
that's just a denial of the freedom. I mean,
and it works on this presumption that the public is okay with them having that information, and that is not the case.
Right.
A very valuable and effective law enforcement tool.
Today, the attorney for Cedar Woolley and Stanwood, which also denied the records request, said making Flock images public would violate the privacy of individuals, and it would make them available to requesters with bad intent, like stalkers.
Then they should shut it down.
This is about ensuring that this technology is utilized in an appropriate manner.
An appropriate manner? I mean, listen to her. Appropriate and the safety of our public. It's so infuriating. The way they twist all of this. It is clearly a controversial technology that has many drawdowns or bad downsides. And so at least at the very minimum, we should talk about it in a balanced way of the pros and cons of this tool and admit that if we're going to implement something like this, we are accepting these downsides. And we shouldn't be glazing people that they are these bastions of public safety tools and there's absolutely no problem with it when we've been documenting the problems on the regular.
ensuring that this technology is utilized in an appropriate manner.
This court case follows a University of Washington report last month that found federal agents accessed Washington flock cameras, possibly in violation of a state law prohibiting their use for immigration purposes.
I think a lot of cities are discovering right now that we don't know who all has access to this.
All right. So that's going on in Washington, and there's a big debate if it should continue or not, and they're going after people. And then in, I believe in North Carolina, Hillsborough, they canceled their flock contracts because of public concerns. That's nice to see. Instead of suing the public, they're actually listening.
There will be no license plate readers in Hillsborough, at least for now. Commissioners have decided to terminate that contract for a company called Flock Safety Cameras. They did so because they say there are privacy concerns.
As CBS 17's Ben Boken reports, the town might end up losing the money spent by taxpayers.
Less than 24 hours ago, 10 of these license plate camera readers were slated to be installed across the town of Hillsborough. Some people in Hillsborough went to leaders expressing their concerns with the technology.
I see something like this and I'm like, did y'all not read about all of the things that have happened with this?
Yeah, did y'all not read the internet or listen to the launch? I mean,
right?
Come on. Now, the thing is when this sort of thing happens, people have to stay really vigilant because Flock has a response team that coordinates with the decision makers in these cities and essentially re-engages the sales process. They want to have a conversation. And that conversation probably involves like a discount if you sign back up, those kinds of things.
Only on CBS 17, Flock Safety is still pushing for license plate readers in the town of Hillsborough.
This week, commissioners voted to terminate the contract for the Flock Safety cameras, but the company is trying to change their mind. CBS 17's Ben Boken is in Hillsborough tonight speaking with a Flock representative about the next steps.
Over the summer, the town of Hillsborough entered an agreement with Flock Safety for 10 of these license plate camera readers. But earlier this week, Hillsborough canceled the contract due to concerns about data privacy.
Flock retains the right to all the data and can share it to third parties and government agencies, very vague language that made us realize that the system was going to be used by other entities other than the town of Hillsborough, and that is absolutely not what we had signed up for.
That's the entire point, and that's why Flock wants as many people in the system as possible.
Yeah.
And the Flock representative is like, well, I mean, maybe you're not being very charitable how you're reading the language. I think you could interpret that language in multiple ways, is their official response.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about these Flock cameras is, there is, across the nation, we're starting to see a pushback on people that don't want these. They don't like them. They want them out of their city. And, you know, I wish we could have ended up in a future where, like, if we're going to do this, make it possible for me to benefit. You know, like if we had a solid public cryptographic system where I had like a public key, private key system, and I could verify and prove who I was. Give me access to this, right? Like, if the Flock camera picks me up on my way home, turn the heat on at home. You know, as I get close, open up the garage door for me. Why not? Why can't I pull? Like, let me pull that in as an API.
Work with my smart home.
Yeah, let me integrate it. I'm like, let's give me access to that data. I'll verify my public and private key stuff, and it's all signed, and we're good to go.
Flock is a private company.
Yeah.
And they're collecting the public's information.
And they've recently signed deals with AI training companies
crazy.
too.
This is crazy.
Seems a little crazy, right? If only someone would have known.
Chris was right. Who could have seen it coming? Next time, just ask Chris first.
All right. You like that?
Yeah.
Now it is time for our track of the week.
Well, I'm just going to make a quick call to my launch. I haven't checked in since yesterday. 774-462-5667. That's it. All right. 774-462-5667. Call now.
Call us after the track of the week if you like, or if you're listening after the fact, that's your chance to leave a voicemail. Now, as we get to our track of the week, remember that we'll use the magic wallet switching technology, so when you boost during the music, 95% of your sats go to our artist.
Now's the time. It's the song of the week. Remember, you can boost the track. They sure like that.
And this week, it's Heidi J. Masters, and it's her song, Run to Safer Ground.
skies where the ancient echoes rise, footprints fading in the sand. I'll find my place and take a stand.
And now, on with the show.
Well, I'm just going to make a quick call to my launch. I haven't checked in since yesterday. 774-462-5667. That's it. All right. 774-462-5667. Call now.
We need some new Hank clips.
Yeah.
I like that, Hank.
I know. I do too.
All right, we got ourselves 6 voicemails.
Oh.
I know.
Yeah.
It was like 2 early this morning when I got in. Or 3. It was 3. And then by the time we went on air, it was 6. How do you like that? And our first one, it's Mark, and he's back.
Hey, guys. Mark from Northern Michigan calling. It's Friday night,
hey, Mark.
8 o'clock, on my way home. Day started in San Luis Potosi, Mexico at 6 a.m., and after 2 flights and a 3.5-hour drive, I hope to be home. But was enjoying listening to the podcast. Again, thanks as always. And I thank you also for the advice on the boosting. My plan this week is to see if I can get that boosted. Thanksgiving for us bounces from home to home each year. We have it at our place. We have it at the in-laws' place. The only requirements for me is I have to cook the turkey and I have to make the green bean casserole because I've been told my green bean casserole is the best in the world. Recipe passed down from my mom, her mom, but lots of cheese. But that's our tradition. My wife, Billy, she makes everything else. I just have to make the turkey and the green bean casserole. Talk to you next week. Have a great weekend.
Happy Friday, Mark.
Nice.
I have a critical question that I would have liked to have you include in that voicemail, and that is, you said you're bouncing from house to house, which is something we used to have to do a lot, and transporting the turkey is a real skill. Like, are you transporting it raw and cooking it at destination? Are you cooking it
brining
beforehand?
it on the way?
Yeah.
Like bringing it in the cooler?
I hope you're brining it, but
out and brown.
Like, what are you doing? What's that process there? That's tricky. Thank you for the call. Now, we had a caller who makes time for the launch, even when they're in the middle of a job or a task.
Hey, you want this package? Yeah, it's yours. Hey, no, I'm on the phone with the launch. It's a show. Here, hang on. I'll scan it. Just give me just a second. Hang on. All right, there you go. Yep. No, sorry, I can't be friendly. I'm on the phone with the launch. It's the launch. It's a show. I'm on the phone with them.
I can't be friendly. Is that
yeah, he's talking to us. That must have been what happened with my package the other day. And I got a little distracted. Okay, now we got a call from across the pond from Paul.
Hi, I'm Paul here with a voice booth from Austria. Right now I'm cooking an Austrian dish called Käsespätzle. The closest thing you have on the other side of the pond would be macaroni and cheese. The main difference is a different kind of pasta, and I would also guess a different kind of cheese too. I'm using Gouda. 1 week late, but I was reminded that I wanted to boost in about a long series of books or audiobooks. I've just finished the Expanse audiobook as well, and I'm currently listening and can recommend the Dragon Riders of Pern series by Anne McCaffrey.
Okay.
It is about a distant settlement on a planet far from Earth, which fell back in a medieval environment. Regular topics include dealing with a regular natural catastrophe specific to this planet, sicknesses, romance, and dragons. It is not one large story, but each book or story arc plays in a different point in the timeline between the start of the settlement and several hundred years later. There are overlaps between the stories, and some characters appear in multiple stories, just not always as main characters.
It's enjoyable.
Anyway, this is my recommendation. Check it out if you're interested. Have
Paul,
a nice show.
Thank you. That sounds like a great recommendation.
I sent you a link in Telegram.
All right.
And you could probably play just a small amount of it. There's going to be an ad first, so I will vamp for you. But
an ad?
I love the accent.
Paul's accent there?
I love it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and also, he made me hungry.
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds good. That sounds like a good, nice Thanksgiving side dish he's talking about there. All right, this is Andrew's random link there. Handsome dancer.
His accent reminded me of this.
The first man's name was Kiki. He wore such little pants. His brother was the champion, but Kiki loved to dance.
Yeah, we can't play too much of it. But okay, so when I first heard of this song, my office was in the open area upstairs, right, which is now converted to a bedroom, like with an official wall. Anyway, and I bought it. I turned it up. I hit play. And then I turned around and focused on Dylan's door. I had my phone recording video. He swung his door open. He's like, I don't know, 8 or 9.
Yeah.
He's holding his Pokemon cards. He throws them up in the air and just starts dancing out his door. It was so, and I have not found that video. I don't know if I accidentally deleted it or what, but I mean, it's in my brain forever. And it was so, you couldn't even, it's.
Love it.
He's my son.
It's so good. Throws the cards.
It was so great.
Matt from Florida called in.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hey, this is Matt M. from Clearwater, Florida. Well, you got me. You've been asking for a long time, and I figured I should call in as a regular fan of a lot of Jupiter Broadcasting shows. So what I'd like to ask Chris and Ashley and everybody, what are some of your favorite tricks with keyboards? I recently got my first mechanical keyboard, 10 keyless, so my favorite thing has been to remap caps lock so that it's a modifier that turns part of the letters on my right hand into a number pad.
Yeah.
So maybe that's useful, and I'd love to hear some other tips and tricks from everybody else. Thanks. Bye.
Cheers, Matt.
Okay, first of all, mechanical keyboard, too loud.
Yeah,
that's my problem.
Yeah.
Second of all, I need 10 key. I would always have a 10 key. But they do make, USB, but a lot of computers don't have USB ports anymore, the standard USB.
But have you wrapped your noodle around replacing caps lock and make it do something else? Because when's the last time you used caps lock?
Yeah, I don't. But, I went to college with somebody who used it as shift.
Really?
Yeah, they had no idea. So they would put caps lock on to do a capital and then turn it back off.
I'm just wondering, why don't I use caps lock as like a launcher key? Like I always do these combinations of like alt space and stuff.
I mean, I do use it.
You do?
Yeah, I yell.
Yeah, but don't you just hold down shift?
Not always.
Really?
Well, not if it's, because sometimes it's like I
don't think I've hit the caps lock key for caps in 15 years.
Okay, I do. Okay, well, I definitely.
I can
use it fairly regularly. I'm passionate.
I can go crazy with my finger on the shift. Doesn't slow me down.
No, for sure.
Yeah. It's boom, 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 boom. I mean, I'll shout it right out, holding down shift.
Yeah, no, shouting a word,
I'm putting
I'll
the
shift
extra
it.
work in.
Yeah, no, I'll shift it. But if I am needing to make my point.
So I'll tell you what I really love are these Elgato Stream Decks. And they're little OLED buttons, and you can have them do all kinds of functions and stuff, which is how I control the show and stuff. Oh my gosh,
it is so cool.
Yeah. So there's the bell, right?
Hold it up. Hold it up to the camera. Can you?
Yeah, and I think so. I probably have enough cord. But they're pretty popular. A lot of people knows about them. And they have different sizes. They have smaller ones and bigger ones. And you can program them to run all kinds of stuff.
That is super cool.
Then the real sweet part is you combine them with a piece of software called BitFocus Companion. And then you can essentially use this to control 255 different things. It's like Home Assistant or your recording program or a television or all kinds of things, your smart lights, whatever it is. So actually in here, I have the ability to also, from my Stream Deck right here on the table while I'm sitting here, I can turn off the lights in the studio.
Ooh.
And then I can turn them back on all from the Stream Deck. So when I sit down, I just hit buttons and things get going. It's really...
Okay.
It's pretty great.
Send me a link to that.
Yeah. You'd love it.
Yeah.
If you had a few things you wanted to add or you do reoccurring and you just want to add a button to, the Elgato Stream Deck. I know it wasn't quite what he was asking for. Sorry, Matt, but...
Like the cat? Elgato?
Is that a cat? ELGATO, I think?
Yeah.
Stream Deck. Yeah. All right. Now our buddy Magnolia Mayhem called in.
Oh, man, I better call in. I'm not going to be able to... Well, I might make it live to the show. We'll see. We'll see if I have reception. It's Magnolia.
Hey, Magnolia.
Was going to boost, but my Albi Hub's down right now, and I'm working, so not going to be able to make it to the show. Figured I might as well call. And... I remember what I was going to call about a couple of weeks ago now. But I find it a little disturbing how the number of people have gone up. The percentages have gone way down, and people that are actually getting active with stuff. And it came about with the whole conversation about Discord and open source moving to
these closed source things or something like that. But is there something we can do to push people back towards open source stuff? Or do we even need to do that? Should we do that? Or should we just let the people who want to go to things like Matrix come on over just because they want to? Food for thought. Anyway, I'll try to make it. With or without. Either way. Thanks for the show.
Thank you. It's a good question. I think a lot of these things like Matrix and Once Upon a Time Mastodon, they don't toil in obscurity, but they run below the surface and the geeks know about it and stuff like that. And then something changes and there becomes a wider market need for it. And then it becomes more popularly adopted sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it does concern me how much of the open source community is locking up their community in Discord. Mayhem called back, though. He had a little rant to get into.
Oh.
And another thing.
Whoa.
I know that I already said it in Matrix, and I've already said it to plenty of people before, but not enough people have heard this. The reason I'm working today is because I came in yesterday from getting called in, and somebody taped, hey, be at work at 9 o'clock tomorrow onto my case, and it was already like 7 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not happy about that.
No.
I want to tell the world. I'm going to say it on a podcast. I'm going to say it on the podcast. I don't care. You don't tell somebody come in tomorrow by taping a piece of paper to where they work saying come in tomorrow at 9 a.m. Not okay.
It's a good prank.
That's it.
That ain't the way to do it.
Thanks for the TED Talk.
You got it. You're welcome. Now, we did get some boosts into the show, another great way to get your word in and support us while you're doing it. Oh, and I think we got a live boost, so I'm grabbing it live right now. Pow, 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 pew, pew. How do you like that, Andrews?
Yeah.
I remember to grab it. Not during the music, but I at least remember to grab it.
Yep.
So I'm getting better at it. All right, are you ready to kick it off?
Mm-hmm.
Let's give some thanks to the peeps, starting right now.
And now it is time for Le Boost.
And Mr. Turd Ferguson comes in as our baller booster.
Hey, Rich Lobster!
Got it at a good price this week, 21,000 sats.
Turd Ferguson!
Are you a shower person or a bath person? I think the bath is like sitting in a soup of your own mess. But I'd like to hear someone make the case.
All right. Well, I'm definitely a shower person. I have curly hair, got to wet it down every day. I don't have time for a bath.
That's true. That does take a long time to fill a bathtub.
Yeah, but I also have just like some ridiculous history with water. I was allergic to the well water growing up, so I really tried to keep my hands out of water. So even when I take a bath, I don't have my hands in the water. I do like to have soaks, but since I'm allergic to a quick change in body temperature, I can't do those anymore, or at least do them rarely. Yeah, definitely a shower person. A quick shower. Quick shower.
Quicker.
Like 3 to 5 minutes tops.
Wow, that is, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like water waste. Water waste really makes me mad.
I'm a 10-minute shower guy, so I'm not a little bit longer, but I got a process down. Pretty efficient process.
Yeah. Okay, did you teach Dylan to plug the bathtub while he showers?
No, I don't like that.
Okay. Well,
No.
I think he learned that here at the studio.
Not a fan.
Me either. It's right above my office. I can hear it sloshing around.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. I don't know why he does it.
Maybe he's trying to give his feet a bath.
Maybe.
I probably take a bath once or twice a year if I like hurt myself, like a leg or a back injury or something like that, like an old man.
Yeah.
Then I don't have a bathtub in Lady Jupes either, so that's a factor.
And pools are human soup.
That's true.
Disgusting.
We put a lot of chemicals in there.
Yeah.
So we can tell ourselves it's better. I guess. I don't know. I can't make the case for the bath. I cannot.
No,
I
if I had to choose one for the rest of my life, it would totally be showers.
Yeah.
100%.
I feel the same way. All right. Thank you, Turd. Paul comes in with 3,500 sats.
Coming in hot with the boost.
And this is how I got Paul's link to his voicemail. He says, here is the book series, The Dragon Riders of Pern by Anne McCaffrey, in case you missed it. Oh, and he sent us a picture of what he cooked, too. Oh, no, I'm going to get even more hungry. Wow. So it's more like a spaghetti noodle.
Yeah.
It's
an Alfredo?
It does look more like an Alfredo in a way, but then it's baked in a
Tasty.
cast iron pan.
Yes.
That does seem really good. Why don't we eat while we do this show? I don't think people be fine with it.
Nope.
No, you would love it.
No.
It's great.
I would die.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate the voicemail and the boost. Otterbrain comes in with 5,000 sats.
The traders love the vol.
The Lodge comes at the perfect time to get me through the week.
Awesome.
It's a fun show, and I enjoy listening to you guys.
I wonder if they listen live. Oh, they must. No?
Thank you for helping us help you help us all.
Oh, this was yesterday.
Or it comes in Wednesday, just when they're going about their day.
Yeah, nice.
Appreciate that.
You're doing very well.
Retro Gear comes in with 6,532 sats.
I don't understand what the heck is going on here.
The state of privacy in Western Australia, better or worse than the Flock cameras? Cheers and keep up the great work. He sent me a link to this, which, it looks like essentially they're doing the Flock thing.
Yeah.
Only it's not Flock cameras. I think it's a different brand. Oy. Yeah, it makes sense to be around the world, doesn't it? It's going to be everywhere. But thank you for sending that. I had not seen that Retro Gear. Appreciate that. Bytebitten comes in with 2,000 Satarooskis. I went with a basic home automation setup. Look at him already getting back. What I do and in what range is essentially the question. The auto lighting based on 24 gigahertz motion sensors and living room. Per room heating also based on sensors. I keep it simple. And the sensor devices are all swappable with a dumb equivalent. Oh, that's a nice backup. Yeah, that is nice. And things like Zigbee and Z-Wave, I know particularly in Z-Wave, but also Zigbee, you can pair devices directly to each other, so they don't actually have to go through a hub even. So even if your smart controller's offline, you can still use the stuff. It's pretty nice. All right, it wasn't a blowout week, but we had a couple of good weeks in a row, so it would make sense that we might have a little bit of a refactor week here on the show. We stacked 2,500 sats from the streamers. Oh, man. That's... But we do appreciate you, sat streamers. And then when you combine it with our boosters, we got 40,282 sats. It's not bad. It's not bad.
And we also have the app Zap.
Oh, we do?
We have it available.
Oh, we do, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got any.
If you don't have your
I thought I checked.
Abby set up.
But now I'm realizing maybe I didn't check the web Zap.
Oh, well, it's at weeklylaunch.rocks/zap. ZAP.
Zap. It's web Zap. And you can use Stripe or on-chain or whatever the F. I'll try to pull it. But so we got 40,282 sats. So thank you, everybody. Not killer, but still appreciate it. And, of course, thank you to our members, the Jupiter Party, who gets the bootleg. We appreciate you very much. And you can join us at jupiter.party and put your support on the autopilot. Thank everybody who grabs a fountain or the Obbly Hubs or whatever it is, and they boost into the show and support us directly. We appreciate that, too. Okay, Andrews.
Okay.
That's it. I have one brilliant idea for you before we go, though.
Chris found a gem, an easy flip. Let's cash it in. It's barely standing, kinda scary, but potential's extraordinary. Just trust me, it's a winner. Just trust me, it's a winner.
Now, for team spirit, collaboration, culture, as they say, sometimes it's important to get together, maybe even have a little sprint. And I found the perfect VRBO for us.
Okay.
It's $535 a night. Typically, though, $624 a night. So we're getting a great
There's
deal.
a discount already.
Yep. So I figure 6 nights.
Oh.
Yep. $3,057.
Okay, not bad.
Yep.
Wait, how many people?
Well, it sleeps 13.
Oh. Nice.
4 bedrooms.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, but is there a queen bunk bed? Because
there is some bunk beds. I don't know if they're queen.
Oh, okay.
3 bathrooms. I think you could probably fairly describe this as a party house. It's also the only accommodation in the area which offers a heated indoor swimming pool, a jacuzzi hot tub,
indoor,
a stream room, a sauna, a full gym, and heated gazebos.
Okay, can I scroll down?
Yeah, take a look at this.
Okay.
I want you to open up the pictures of this, and you're going to have to describe it for the audience.
Okay.
What you're seeing here. And just get scrolling on that for a minute. Bring up them photos.
83 photos.
Yeah, there's too many photos.
All right, so they show somebody getting a massage near the pool. Looks nice.
Mm-hmm.
Equipment in the background.
Yep.
Equipment being exercise equipment.
Let me know when you get down to the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
The pool looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's a pool house.
With the exercise equipment along the pool is a great idea.
Okay, I love the the fourth picture where they took a picture in the mirror.
Yeah.
That's really cool. All right, here's a bedroom.
Yeah. Keep going.
With a wood stove.
Sure.
Oh my gosh, you're making me nervous. Okay. More exercise equipment, another bedroom, very small.
Let me know.
I'm in the shower.
Okay, shower. Get down.
Bedroom.
Did you get to the dining room and interior?
No.
yet?
No, I'm still bedroom,
It's your
bathroom.
It's your first red flag when you get there.
Okay. All right, living room. Looks normal.
Okay.
Wraparound couch. TV.
You didn't notice anything weird?
What? In the living room?
No. You didn't notice anything peculiar about the photos?
Well, I see a painting in the background.
Okay, good.
There's some paintings.
Yeah, there is definitely some paintings.
Oh, there's a woman painting.
Uh-huh.
Okay, bathroom, bedroom, chocolate coins.
Nice.
Okay, okay. I'm on picture 27. Dining room. Flowers. That's a total red flag. Flowers on the... What? I don't... Oh.
What do you see? What do you see?
The side of the kitchen island has an Illuminati symbol.
Let's go down a little bit further there.
Scroll down?
Just a little bit further. Keep going.
Oh, keep going that picture. Okay, well, I'm doing the side scroll.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
All right, break time cookies. A dog.
You're getting close.
Weird. The kitchen island is a piece of glass raised up. That's interesting. What? I don't understand. What? Am I not there? I'm not there
I guess
yet.
you're not there yet.
Okay. I am there now.
How creepy is that?
That is really creepy. Okay, so
what are they?
Well, it's 3 people in red hooded sheets or blankets wearing masks.
Yep.
One is a raven.
Yeah.
With steampunk glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is funny. Why?
Yeah.
They're on the roof?
They're all over the place. They keep going.
All right, so I got through the first 34 pictures with no people, and now every picture after that has people.
And they're weird.
This is weird. Oh my gosh, the smoking one?
Yeah, the vaping one. The vaping one's good.
Is it vaping?
I assume he's vaping, yeah.
Yeah.
While he's hovering over
this
somebody while they
so
work
weird.
out.
And they're red pointed hoods.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah. And I don't know, to me, there's weird implications in some of these photos.
Yeah.
I do like they have a podcast studio and a theater room, but they also have what seems to be what they have labeled as a miscellaneous chamber. And it's a closing room that's both glass and has a curtain, and it has 2 ladies making out in it.
It's not the sauna? Also, go to image 55.
Okay. I do love the guy. I do love this guy
The
with
guy
the tats.
and the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the focus of the picture. That's just the 4. The background is another red
Oh, you're right.
hooded person.
I didn't see that. They sneak him in there.
That's so weird.
It's so weird. I don't get it. It seems like a great house, but then they have all these Illuminati photos and like people making out. And
Is red hooded an Illuminati thing?
I don't know.
I don't know anything about
but the triangle
Illuminati.
with the eye on it in the kitchen.
No, I
certainly
know.
is.
Yeah, I definitely recognize that.
It's such a weird angle. Like I know everything needs a brand and like a story now to make a sale.
Yeah.
I love that
this does it.
It comes with a podcast studio though.
Yeah.
So there's things I like
That's crazy.
about this a lot.
Picture 76. They're in the outdoor theater where there's a screen projector. They're watching a cat.
And they're holding up, you notice they're holding up triangles. They're all making a triangle
geez.
shape with their hands.
I did not.
Yeah.
In a previous one, they were doing a heart, so I didn't even pay attention this time because I figured it was more hearts.
Yeah.
Weird.
So, I mean,
weird.
Wouldn't this be a hell of a spot? It's got room for all of us.
81.
And it's got a built-in podcast studio where you can record stuff. So we don't even have to worry about that anymore.
Interesting. Well,
Yeah.
that would be a good podcast team sprint
Right?
location.
Seems like it'd have a lot of good energy.
Mm-hmm.
The Umilati theme is fun. Yeah. Okay, there you have it. They have multiple rooms, including what appears to be what they call a love den. And there's a mini fridge in the love den if you get thirsty. So a lot of value there.
Yep.
Book it for the holidays.
They have 4 twin futons.
They didn't focus too much on the sleeping accommodation.
No.
More of what you do while you're awake, I guess.
Yeah.
Not so much while you sleep.
Oh, they have bidets.
Yeah. Well, you want to be clean in that setup.
3 of them. Yeah.
You know, all that swimming and loving.
Do they have in the rules no partying?
Absolutely not. They do not at all.
Absolutely not.
No, they do not. Trust me when I say that. All right, we are going to wrap it up right there. If you want to see the party house or anything else we talked about, we have links at weeklylaunch.rocks. We'll be live next Tuesday. You can catch it in your podcast app if you got a 2.0 app, or over at jblive.tv on the Tuesdays, or, get it on the download after the fact on the Wednesdays. Of course, shout out to Editor Drew, who always makes us sound real good and gets it all cleaned up for us. All right, that's it from the beautiful Pacific Northwest and the mighty American West Coast. Thank you for listening to this episode of The Launch, and we will see you right back here next week.